Alright, so if you've worked out, you've probably worked out before with music. I know I have, like, quite a bit, and it helps you get motivation, especially when you have it on. If you're having a bad day and you just sit down, hop on the machine, or hop on the squat rack, or lay down on the bench, whatever, throw in your AirPods, play some hype music. Man, it just goes hard. But I don't actually really do that anymore. And, at least as far as I can tell, I'm kind of one of the only people I know who does this. Like, a lot of people who run, I know they love to run with their music in. Most people who work out, they like to have their music as well. Just helps them get hyped up to the sets and stuff, right? Like, I show up at the gym no music, people actually kind of look at me like I'm crazy. And I mean, maybe I am, but, well, I guess I just kind of want to make this video to justify why I work out with no music. So, I started doing this because of a guy you might have heard of. His name's David Goggins. He's like an ultra marathon runner, Marine, like jumps out of planes to fight forest fires. He's a crazy dude and a crazy hard dude. And whenever he goes running and does like his ultra marathon runs and works out and stuff, he doesn't have any music because he believes in self motivation. I kind of do too. Because the idea is when you train, you don't just train to build muscle or get stronger in the gym and for your specific sort of whatever you're training for. The idea is that you're training for life, right? Like, or even say if you're playing a sport, like if you're listening to music when you're training, like as he puts it, what the fuck happens when you take off the headphones, right? Like, say a football player or something, you're on the field. I mean, there's music, but there's not like your music. Like you're not getting that hyped up. You have to motivate yourself. You have to keep yourself going. You're a pro fighter. You can't get in there with your AirPods in. You're gonna get broken immediately. Like you got to be able to motivate yourself. When I'm going out running like a half marathon or whatever, right? I got to be able to motivate myself. So that's kind of what I started doing, right? Like these days, I go to the gym when I lift. Like I motivate myself. I sit down and I talk to myself and I help myself up and I pick up the weights and I just start going. I just kind of kill it. Like it feels really good. I'd even argue it's better because without the music, you're more present, you're more focused. You really can feel the weights, feel the muscles working, and focus on that instead of the music, which is something I believe, especially when it comes to specifically lifting weights that Arnold Schwarzenegger believed in. He always said you should focus on how the muscles feel. And I kind of like to do a mix of that and just kind of murder the weights just because, throwing heavy weights around is incredibly satisfying. But yeah, basically, yeah, what I'm kind of trying to say here is you shouldn't work out with music because when you train for life, right? Like when you get into that place where you're, about to fail, about to get super messed up, where things are going horrible, and you really want to quit. See, if you have your headphones and you just play the music, and it blows that all away. But in life, you don't really have that. Like when you're in a tough spot at work, when you're in a tough spot at school, you can't just. Well, I guess you can throw on the music, but that's temporary. That won't fix your problems. Or like, say you're out there somewhere doing something important and you can't just throw on the music and help motivate yourself. Like that doesn't work. You have to be able to motivate yourself. You have to be able to fight your own battle. And so that's more or less why I don't listen to music, because I train for life, right? Like when I'm out here, no music, I think I can beat a lot of other people in a lot of competition with no music. I'm able to hype myself up because I kind of use all these different mental tricks, to make myself feel way stronger than I am without needing any music. And I can use this anytime in any endeavor in life, whether it be school or work or YouTube or sports or whatever I'm doing. So, yeah, that's why you shouldn't listen. So, yeah, that's why you shouldn't listen to music while working out. Uh, I suggest you give it a try for just a couple workouts. If it sucks at first, try figuring out, some different tricks to kind of hype yourself up, to make yourself work harder, and see if you like it, I guess. Anyway, peace.